Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Friday's the day of the week. We turn to the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and say, hey guys, vote us in a map, and they've gone with this one. Now, it's a request map. It's a map from a creator that doesn't have a huge amount of experience, but they have got previous. We have reviewed them once in the past, episode 1100, and they got 13 stars and the seal of approval on their first map. That is a high standard to live up to. Is there any chance they can pull out the same sort of thing today? Well, not long to wait to find out, but before we do that, I'd like to turn to this young lady over here. That's right, clicking the like button and hitting that notification bell are two things that you both need to have done, either today or previously. Today's map is Pyre Strait by glansmannen. Yep, they got 5 stars for gameplay last time, so you can't improve on that, but 4 stars for the other 2. That's half marks, that is. There's your start square. That is strong and busy. Is it too busy? Is it weird? I don't know. Closer look later. Terrain heights are big flat buildable space. This is one for a big grid city. Resources are good and strong, so if you want to do anything resource based, you are good to go there as well. And if you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, it looks just like that. Pretty much everything you want there as well. Okay, off to the workshop. What do we need? The question is, DLC. You don't need any. No. Network extensions 2 is required though. We've got a few trees and custom bridges there as well. We'll be using the gate theme from It's Okay, because It's Okay does make some outstandingly, not just outstanding, but outstandingly different themes as well. Really good description there. Do read through that one, take your time. Gives you a background on everything. Obviously, I have the old version of Daylight Classic, so I won't be hitting subscribe for that, because that'll overwrite my new version. But also, we have, down here, I've got a few rocks and a few trees, and the Gate LUT. The Gate LUT, which I haven't subscribed to yet, so watch me do it live. I now have the Gate LUT. We'll be running with that today. Okay, down to a ground level. The green, the theme and LUT work really, really very nicely indeed. It's kind of like got a dusty vibe to it. And we've got a nice mix of trees today as well. But it's the standard of the networking I think you're going to be impressed with. Like our first intersection here, what have we got going on here? That is swooping and clean and tidy. And we've got perfect heights over the roads. And also over here, now, if you have intersection, good grief, my language isn't working. Intersection marking tool. This would be a great road for that. But let's have a look. This looks like it's going to, make its way up into the hills. I think we'll come back to that. But yeah, the intersection marking tool there for the roads, because it switches from split lane into we got the asymmetrical lane. I really can't speak today. And so on. Now, this map is apparently based or inspired by sort of Istanbul, sort of, not really, but sort of. And we're coming up for an industrial area here. We won't look at the buildings. We'll come back to the buildings later. So make sure you've got your singing voices ready. So yeah, it's based roughly on that. It's where east meets west, apparently. And we'll see clues to that a bit later on as well. Swirling intersection here. Look at how swirly that is. And then we have the harbour, and we've already seen we've got the industrial area and rail there as well. And we're staying elevated now for the big old bridge, because what do we love? Well, everybody loves a big old bridge, and that's what we have here. Custom bridge, and if you're looking for tips and advice on how to put down custom bridges, I have just a tutorial for you. If only I could remember to link it in somehow. We stay elevated across here till we come over here. Now, the question is, would this go through as a tunnel here? I like the rock. Loads of good rock work today, by the way. and then you've got rail there. Or would it go out and around? Now, I'm thinking for gameplay purposes, leaving that ready for a grid city, I think that's actually a pretty good shout. Nice, what's this say? Intersection here. J intersection. No, it's gone. My brain has lost the word. I told you I can't speak today. Good rock work around the tunnel entrance there, and good rock work around the entrance there. Now we haven't gone anywhere near the start square, and that's because I'm saving that for the second half of the show. No other reason. We will skip down the rail, I think, from here. And this will cut diagonally through the map. Well, we'll cut diagonally through the tree. Didn't quite mean to do that, but we'll settle for that. And then along the rail. So, yeah, we have a huge, vast, empty, open, featureless zone in the middle of the map for a big old grid city. Now, it isn't much to look at, but the thing is, it actually works on this. First of all, the theme helps to break up the map anyway, because it has got that lovely texture running through it, so that kind of makes it slightly less interesting. We've also got the highways and the rail cutting at interesting angles through it. You can see here we have rail over rail and rail over highway, and we've even got, was this a wharf down here? That's got to be because of height differences. Let me have a look down here behind these trees. Yep, that's being used to that. Yeah. I was about to say I don't like it, but I don't not like it either. It's certainly done to a crisp standard, so I can't say anything other than that. Then the rail comes in here, nips into a tunnel, goes underneath that, which we'll come back to later. You can see how the tunnel would work through here for all this rock work here. Emerges over here, out and elevated, and now off towards the edge of the map direction. So yeah, there's a lot of good work, a lot of interesting detailing work on this map. So even though it looks bland, I love this intersection as well. Look how crisp that is. That is so tidy. So yeah, even though it looks like it's an empty map with nothing on it, there is plenty. Actually, I'll show you even here. Look at how well this has been done with the rocks. Beautifully done. And then the same over that side. So yeah, do come back for the second half of the show. Well, about these. Actually, I'm not so sure. Mind you, this is off towards the edge of the map into the fog. I can see it's being used as a wall to prevent you from driving off the edge. But I think almost I'd rather it being elevated at ground level. Anyway, back after this message.
Are you bored with the standard vanilla bridges? Have you seen those lovely custom bridges but don't know how to use them? Ooh, very nice. Then you need a beginner's guide to custom bridges by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
And back to Pyre Strait by Glansmannen and the shipping routes. And we have shipping routes. So we have shipping triangle here, which is very slick and tidily done as well. And then the shipping route comes up through the strait. The strait inspired, as I say previously, by Istanbul. Now that first custom bridge is fine. This second one, I think I would have rather gone one side or the other, rather than have ships go a little bit close to that central pillar. It's a personal preference, and we normally have ships going close to pillars anyway, but I think I would have rather have had that. It would have made a bit more sense to me. Water flow. Well, in a strait, it's very easy to have strong water flow because it squeezes through. That's what we've got going on here, and it's being aided and abetted by a little drain point, which you can just make on the left-hand side here. There she is. So, yeah, we've got good, strong water flow if that's what you're looking for as well. Right, plenty of things to take in here, guys. So let's roll with this one. First of all, over this side of the strait, we've got some interesting islands that you're not really going to be using. I do like this beach, though. There's a couple of beaches like this, and there's good rock work and good shape to this beach. I do have that beach tutorial, which you'll just go to my tutorials and you'll find it. You'll find it. So yeah, we've got that going. It's under masterclass if you're looking to do perfect beaches. Then we have got over here the first of a few essential lighthouses. We've got one here with a little pier, so you can tie your boat up and then come across to this. This is very nicely done. Very hard to do that well. It does look like we've got a little bit of rock clipping just to the right-hand side of the lighthouse there. But actually, I don't mind that. That kind of works. It'd be a bit too clean otherwise, I feel. Then if we head up this way, we've got our second island over here with the highway cutting through it. And again, we have a lovely little pier with the footpath leading up to the lighthouse, and that looks clean too. Now, if you like both of those, I think you're going to really like this one, because we're going to get two memes in one here. Not just, the essential lighthouse, isn't she lovely? But also, look at the path here. Where's it going? Rocking and holing. Rocking and holing. That is lovely. I approve. I actually had a big smile when I saw that, and I've got a big smile now. Thank you very much. That's superb. Okay, let's come over here. I did promise we'd come up this route. These roads have to go somewhere, okay? And I do like, got these mini switchbacks to just take the edge out of the steepness of the hill. Then we've got some proper switchbacks to help us up the hill there, which would be great except for one small hiccup. Yep, we have a hiccup. We put the lines of terrain on. You see, we are going up the hill here and around here, and then we're coming back down the hill. And then we're going back up the hill again. Now that is actually the only one of these loops that does that. All the others are a slow, gentle climb up into the hills. But that one there, where it goes back down, that is technically a fail. It goes under detailing, but that is technically a fail because it looks good and it's not going to affect gameplay. This is what we're leading up to. We have got a great view over the industrial area and the harbour here. That's a great place for a little picnic and a few Instagram shots. I like that. That was well worth the journey up into the hills. And the road continues and links up further down. But we've got other things to look at. First of all, look at this rail with all the sidings here. This industrial area, which is packed with buildings. What sort of buildings, BonBon? Everybody's favourite factories. That's what they are. And they are fine. Absolutely fine. We're not looking at everything because we cannot look at everything today. Now, my biggest grumble with the map, is this one. These islands are amazing. They're really rocky, they're really craggy. I think the tree work has been done beautifully. The thing is, obviously, we're going to be using a lot of props to make this pop, like this to be as good and as strong as it is. The problem for me is they are exceptional, but they don't match the shoreline. And I feel that this would be a craggy, rocky shoreline as well, which would require even more usage of props and whatever. And so we'll be hitting prop limits if we're not too careful and so forth. So, yeah, I would have probably underdone those and done a few rocks along the shoreline. Personally, that's where I would have gone. Anyway, what else have we got? We've got over here, we have got a pre-built park, which makes me think that Glansman is probably a really good city builder because that looks amazing. It's here, if you read the description, mostly to transition the rail into the tunnel more smoothly, and I think that works nicely for that. But yeah, you probably want to remove it if you're going to do your own city, or build around it. Then we have over here, the stately home. We've got a little cemetery down here in the woods. And then if we head on up here, it's a stately home. Or is it something else? Or is it something else? I wonder what else it might be. We have got a little picnic area as well. That's very nicely done as well. And a main, it said the C word, stately home building there. And we have what looks like a maze going down there. It's amazing. It looks like a maze, but it's not a maze. Or is it a maze? I don't know what's going on with all of these. I wonder if there could be any clues somewhere as to what all of these might be. If we pull the camera back. Ooh! It's a castle. Who would say such a stupid thing as that? Ooh, it's a castle. Yes, ooh, it's a castle. Glansmannen, you're a nutcase, my friend. An absolute nutcase. And I love you for it. Anyway, at this point, I think we should consider going to the start square because we haven't actually been down there yet. Make our way over the custom bridge, the big old bridge, which everybody loves. Some good rock work under there as well. And then we have this intersection, which is very nicely done indeed. Could easily have had trees clipping through, and I think we get away with it. Is there a little bit of stop-start traffic going? I mean, this traffic shouldn't be taking this route here. They should be staying on the highway. I think that is just start of map traffic flow. But it looks like there might be a little bit of slow traffic. I think I can give the benefit of the doubt for that one, though. Anyway, east meets west. The west we have this crossing, and the east we have a crescent moon and star. I think that all comes together quite right. Anyway, let's pull the camera back for a little overview before we zoom back into that big old building down there. This is special. This is special. This is Girona Airport by sebnichols. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of the airport in Grand Theft Auto 5. But I'm clearly wrong, because this is based on... Mind you, they're all very similar. I think a lot of the standard build of airports. But yeah, exceptional work. I love it. And we should do factoids, because factoids, what have we got today? Oh yeah, here's a great one from the 1980s here. Just as we're transitioning over to hybrid and electric only cars, 3/4 of the chemical energy. I'll start again. 3/4 of the chemical energy of petrol is wasted when it is used in a motor car. Imagine how more efficient they could be. Maybe they managed to develop more efficient vehicles since the 80s. I'm not really down to mechanics. I'm not a proper man. Sadly, I'm not very good with cars. Although I do have 3 Rolls Royces in my garage. Girona Airport by sebnichols. That is exceptional, Seb. Keep them coming. Right, let's pull back on this exceptional map. What are we thinking today? Am I going to mark down because it seems very bland in the big buildable spaces, or what? Are you going to mark it down? Well, your chance to vote on the map is now here. You click the I button in the top right hand corner to take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Or is it somewhere in between? Your vote really, truly does count, so make sure you don't waste it. But what do I think of today's map? Well. Tricky one, this one. Aesthetically, I like the... I mean, we've got a great theme, we've got a great LUT. I think the overall the design of the map lacks a little bit of inspiration, but well, what it lacks, it's more than held up with really exceptional 5-star areas. So I'm going to go for 4 stars, but I'm going to go towards the lower end of 4. I just find the map a little boring to look at first glance. Detailing, there's lots of very strong areas and there's not much holding it back. Maybe a little bit on the switchback, that's about it. And I question the rocky area and then the not rocky area right next to it. But do you know what? You can't have everything. I'm going to go 4 stars. I'm going to go slightly under average 4. Gameplay potential. It doesn't suit for me, but because it doesn't suit for me doesn't mean I can't appreciate how excellent this is for a big city build. I'm giving it 5 stars for gameplay potential. So, Pyre Strait by Glansmannen. I've got to do it again. Got to do it reluctantly. Reluctantly. Have another BonBonB seal of approval. How dare you come along, start making maps straight off the bat and do really well. It's just not right. It's just not right. You're supposed to work your way up from sort of like 3-star maps to 4s and then somewhere down the line get a 5. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. If you're still here, you are part of the 20 and out elite. Use the words of the day on the screen now. In the comments, score yourself some population points. Remember, use that word as part of a sentence just to disguise the fact that you are using the word. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching and have a great day.